Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a study with me while I talk about my experiences studying multiple languages at the same time. First of all, before I get into how to study two languages simultaneously, the first question we should all ask ourselves is, should we even be studying two languages simultaneously? I know there are so many beautiful languages in the world. How can we be satisfied with only learning one? There doesn't seem to be an agreed consensus amongst the polyglot community as to whether you should study two languages at the same time. But today I am going to share my personal experiences with you. We all know that studying a language requires a lot of time and effort. So, needless to say, you have to be even more dedicated if you want to study more than one language. I think when someone asks whether it's possible to study two languages, what they really mean is, am I going to get confused and mix up the two languages all the time? From my experiences, it is quite easy to mix up languages if you are at a similar level in both of them. So I tried studying Russian and Swedish at similar levels, and that didn't work out so well because I caught myself writing Swedish words in the Cyrillic alphabet and I thought the words were perfectly Russian. Interestingly, I didn't mix up German with either Russian or Swedish, despite the fact that German and Swedish are quite similar. I think it was because my German was much better, and that was when I realized I had to take a step back from one of them, either Russian or Swedish. So I decided to focus more on Russian for a couple of months until my Russian was at a better level than my Swedish. And now I don't confuse these two languages as much. So I would pretty much advise against studying two languages at similar levels. I would suggest starting with one and start the second one after you have reached a comfortable level with the first one. It might be tempting to study similar languages. It should take less time to reach fluency if you already know a language that is similar. However, unless you are very proficient in one of them, I think studying two similar languages would just be too confusing for me. My next tip is to never study two languages in the same session. I have seen some people suggesting that you should mix up your flashcards, for example, in order to study two languages simultaneously, or perhaps you should translate between the two. But for me, this would just be too confusing, and I would advise against doing these things. Instead, I would suggest keeping the two languages separate, at least at the beginning stage. Usually, I take a break when I want to switch languages. In addition, it is very easy to get caught up in one language and neglect the other. So, my next tip is to track how much time you have spent on each language. If learning multiple languages ever gets too stressful for you, it is absolutely okay to take a step back from one of them. Learning a new language is tough, and you are doing amazingly well studying a foreign language, so don't beat yourself up if it ever gets too much. That's all from me today. Let me know in the comments if you have tried studying two or more languages at the same time and how that went for you. If you have any helpful tips, please leave a comment to share with everyone else. Thank you for watching the video today, and don't forget to subscribe for more language learning tips.